Home skillets. I know it's already been said, but I do think we are officially saying our goodbyes to the meta era and saying hello to a new era of Sonic. Name to be determined. Anyway, after getting all this new Sonic news, it feels like almost everything that made up the meta era of Sonic is gone. This video won't be about me hating on the meta era, since there were definitely some good things within it, but more of a look into the new era of Sonic and why I think it looks so different. Right from the start, I want to say that the tone for Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Prime seems so much different. There seems to be a real emphasis on how the story will impact Sonic, making Sonic's actions seem so much more significant than they have been in a while, which may be weird to say since he literally saved a whole race of alien species, saved his friends from a time paradox, and saved the world from being ruled by a tyrant. Yet, on the surface, it may seem that Sonic has been through some struggles, especially with stories like Lost World and Forces that are meant to be taken seriously. But with Coco Melon level writing, it just never felt that way. And to be completely fair, Sonic Frontiers could suffer the same fate story-wise as Forces. But with Ian Flynn, longtime Sonic comic book writer, doing the writing on Frontiers, I believe we will be in good hands. Furthermore, in everything I've seen in Frontiers, Sonic is really pitted against formidable enemies with real stakes, where his actions could possibly harm himself and the islands. And he's actually struggling to get ish done, at least from the little I saw. Even though Roger Craig Smith is returning from the meta era as the voice of Sonic, his take on it seems to be different, where Sonic is speaking much deeper and possibly not throwing out cheesy quips in very serious moments a la the MCU. Not saying to 100% take out the jokes, cause Sonic has had some great lines, but it's nice to take dire situations seriously. Now comparing Sonic Prime to Sonic Boom, that ish is Werehog and Hedgehog. Get it? You know, like night and day? Whatever. Sonic Boom was the perfect TV series to capture the identity of the meta era with its very meta humor. Not hating on the show, since it actually has some clever writing, but it wasn't for me. Probably because I'm an old head watching a show for kids. That's besides the point though. But you see though, Sonic Prime has actual good animation and actual fight scenes to get me a little hype, and that was all from a teaser trailer. Plus, the show's description leans into more serious territory, with it being about a journey of self-discovery and redemption, which should highlight the choices Sonic must make. Addition to that, the writers of the show come from Man of Action, who have worked on the original Ben 10 series, a TV show that balanced humor, action, and plot really well. Oh, and Ian Flynn is acting as a special consultant on the show too. Don't get me wrong though, story isn't as important for a game than a show, especially for a 2D or 3D/2D platformer. Sonic Generations, a meta-era game, was amazing, with barely any story attached to it. However, one huge reason I believe that this new shift in tone will be instrumental for Sonic stories going into this new era of Sonic is that it can let Sonic supporting cast shine once again. With barely any story, it can be hard for anyone other than Sonic to impact the plot, especially when no one other than Sonic is playable. Look at him, just cheering both Sonics on. Like Sonic can't just share that chaos energy to Shadow and Silver. Oh well. Now that there are writers who understand the characters, we shouldn't have to worry about strange character actions either. Hopefully. There's also a new approach by Sega and Sonic Team when creating Sonic games. So they say. Basically, Sonic Frontiers development has been about 5 years long, much longer than, well, any Sonic game I can think of. Not only that, they have had various playtesters try the game at many different points of time within Frontiers' life cycle. At least in the time being, it seems like there is a real push to make Sonic Frontiers a AAA title, and not some $40 budget title like Forces, and even Team Sonic Racing. However, Sega and Sonic Team has said similar things before, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Even though this video has been about the differences I have noticed between this new era of Sonic and the meta era, there's still some similarities. For one, during the meta era, I loved how Sega interacted with the Sonic community, and it doesn't seem that Sega plans to stop this. Sega and Sonic Team will continue with their animated shorts they create before a game releases, and will stay in touch with the community through Twitter, live streams, and YouTube. And hopefully, another Twitter takeover event for Frontiers? Plus, the promotion of Sonic's music is being continued, with there even being an official version of a Sonic song with bad words. Guys, I'm pretty sure Vandalize is now Shadow's favorite song. Besides his own themes, of course. The boost formula is here to stay, it seems, but just reinvented. There's still 2D elements within Sonic's gameplay, but just a lot more less apparent, and there's still the use of reusing previous Sonic zones. So for better or worse, I think many elements of the meta era will continue. Anyway, I'm excited to enter this new promising era of Sonic, and hopefully it meets or even exceeds my or our expectations. And I'd even talk about the Sonic movie franchise, like holy smokes, that ish is amazing. Well, anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching, and sayonara, home skillets.